Shout out to why can't I hear myself? Shout out to everybody in the stream. We're back for another Sync Producer Live. We're about to dig into some questions. If you have them, drop them in the chat. And if you don't, that's okay too. We'll just hang out and have a good time. Sync Producer Hub members, I will be opening up the member only line if you want to come up on video or audio and ask your questions. We'll open that up in a little bit. We're going to dig into some wins in a little bit. But before we get into that, let me see what we got in the chat. That was a bar. Demo Music. That intro is legendary. Thank you. I appreciate it. Glad y'all rocking with the music. I need to see if that's gotten placed yet. I forget what I did that for originally, to be honest with you. What's good, Larry Bradshaw? We got produced by Janie HB in the building. Happy Friday. Michael Connor is in the building. Happy Friday, everybody. We made it. We did indeed. Miguel is in here early. He said he think this is the first time he's in here early. Let's go. Shout out to it, the time aligning with all the different time zones and daylight saving stuff that happens. I'm excited to be back this week. Like all weeks, flew by. Sleep of Mirrors, what's good? Chris from LinkedIn. Chris, good to see you. Welcome to the community as well. Glad you're a member of the Hub. Shout out to my new Hub members. I was about to say Hubsters, and I don't know where the word Hubsters came from. It just keeps popping in my head. So shout out to all the Hub members in the building. Terrence Thompson was good. David Sander back in the building. We got LW. I think that intro was rejected at first, so Clint used it. Hey, it is very possible. Like literally every intro I've had on this YouTube channel. It was a rejection. No, I know the last one I had for sure was a rejection. Did it for a car commercial campaign. They just never hit me back. They just went ghost on me. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, I'll use it myself. So that one for sure was a rejection track. This one could be a rejection track. I just don't remember. It's either rejection or non-exclusive because I'm using it on the YouTube channel. So I don't know. Anyways, today is April 24th. I did a Q&A with the homie Jay Will because we officially opened up registration for Shades of Sync 2026. Go to shadesofsync.com, lock in your tickets for the next week. They are over 60% off. You can get a discount. The price goes up May 1st. Lock in your tickets. It's going to be October 30th and 31st. So October 30th is the virtual listening session. We're also going to do another member only VIP get together Friday night for those who are in town before the actual day on the 31st. And then the 31st is the actual conference where we'll all be in the building. So super excited about that. Shadesofsync.com. Grab your ticket while it is at the lowest price it will ever be. Unless you were there last year and you got to take advantage of that exclusive opportunity we gave the attendees at the end of the conference last year. Absolutely insane. Never did that before. So yeah, grab your tickets. Excited to see y'all in the building this year. Yeah, man, it's going to be dope. We're going to be talking about legacy and some really dope topics that honestly we talk about sync all the time, but we want to dig a little bit deeper, get past like the surface level stuff, and just really dig deep into building legacy through what we love, which is sync licensing. So it's going to be super dope. Michael Connor, Hubsters is our hub horn section. We fit in the start of the Hubsters. I think we were talking about that, joking around last weekend about we had all types of groups. We had a horn section. We had the sync version of not the Temptations. what's the female version of the Temptations? Well, I keep not Sopranos, the Supremes, Sopranos. So yeah, interesting. All right, let's get to some community wins. What you do with them? Just put them out. It depends. Like, so for the YouTube channel one, I just kind of, the one I used to use, I just used it and just let it be a YouTube thing. It's still not. It's still. I think it's still with that publisher non-exclusively, so there's no issues, and they don't really do like the whole like YouTube thing. So yeah, it's just still in the library for whatever. If something happens, it happens, but it's non-exclusive, or I can pitch it to another non-exclusive situation. So that's what happens. And then for the other things, I'll probably, sometimes I'll like just keep pitching them, or I'll hold on to it until there's a fit somewhere down the line. So let's dig into some community wins, see if we got some wins this week. From the community, share a win section. Let me see. Let's sort this by new so we're not going too far back. All right, Steve. We got one from Steve literally like an hour ago. He says, Tune Edge album placement. I honestly had no idea Tune Edge did albums until I got this email letting me know they put on one of my tracks on a new one. I'll take it. It says, congratulations. We're excited to let you know that your song, Electric Strut Edge, has been officially selected for inclusion on the album Fashion Style 6. Let's go. Love to see it. That's what's up. Tune Edge doing some fancy stuff. All right, let's go. Let's give them a congrats because I didn't comment on this one yet. Y'all get to see my typos in real time. See. Shout out to Steve with the Tune Edge album placement. Hopefully that leads to sync placements, which I've seen both. Like I've seen it lead to sync placements and also like a boost in like streaming income. So that's pretty cool. We got one from Caesar. Reached level 4. Let's go. I joined about 4 months ago. I spent most of the time here watching the courses, so kind of slow start. I'm getting a little more involved with the posts and the community as much as time permits. I know life is busy for real for like everybody. I'm getting a little submitted to my first live feedback, and I got a lot of love from y'all. That inspired me to keep pushing for these placements. Much appreciated. Looking forward to keep building with all of you. Let's go. Shout out to Caesar in the building, getting it done. We already talked about that one. I actually randomly got an email from Tune Edge as well that a track, I think this is something new that they're doing with the notifications. I had a track selected for a playlist. It made the final playlist for some Netflix series. So we'll see what happens. I guess they said it's been delivered to the production team and supervisor. So we'll see what happens with that. That could turn into, well, that's a win that it made the final playlist, but it could turn into a bigger win. So we'll see what happens with that. But I like the notifications. I like that they keep us in the loop because, I mean, most publishers don't, and like understandably so. They're super busy. So I think it's cool. I think it's a nice touch if they do kind of give you a heads up on what's going on, because listen, we all know like in this space it's a lot. You like stuff is working, but you don't see it. Like it's just invisible stuff that you don't see. You just gotta hope that stuff is working out. So when you get a little notification or a little nudge that like, hey, people are listening to your music, your music is being sent over here, I think it's pretty cool to know and kind of keep you encouraged. Michael Connor says, celebrating a win today. It's my parents' 50th wedding anniversary today. Grateful to Mr. and Mrs. McConnor, where it all began. Shout out to the Mr. and Mrs. McConnor on the 50th wedding anniversary. That's a milestone for sure. Congrats to them, man. That's beautiful. Yes, the Supremes, Shades of Sync, Halloween, all music should have a horror theme. That's hilarious. Yeah, it did land on on Halloween. But yeah, we Jay Will and I were joking. It was like you don't have to wear like a Halloween costume or anything to the conference. You could just show up in regular clothes and it's fine. But Diana Ross and the Sopranos, is that where I was getting that from? Hello, Hub fam. Rob Lee, what's good? Just walked in the door. Glad I can make it on. Let's go. Janelle Costa is in the building. What's good, Janelle? Dressing as a Sting ending. That's appropriate. Did a weird request other day from Trauma Films recently to convert Gather at the River by Willie Nelson to a Frank Sinatra big band version. I'm telling you, man, Sync will ask you for some of the most interesting things. That's why it's just like, rarely will I say, I mean, there's things that don't get placed as much, but I'll never say like there will never be a need for any particular like style of music, because so many different things get used. It's like, it's crazy. So yeah, let's go Steve. Let's go Steve. So yeah, drop you guys' questions in the chat. I'm gonna open up the member only joint if you guys want to hop on there, hop on video or audio. Tune Edge is awesome. Yeah, Tune Edge is dope, man. They're pretty cool. You know, they keep it loaded up with briefs and things like that as well. So shout out to Tune Edge and the team over there working hard to to get our music working for us. So super dope stuff. But yeah, it's been a busy week in the middle of several projects, balancing all of that, but it's been fun because I got the hub helping me out on several projects at this point, which is really, really cool. So yeah, you guys stay posted, stay locked in, working on some other cool stuff that once that's finalized, excited to share that with you all as well. So just yeah, man, it's about execution and like transformation at the end of the day. Like, obviously you guys have the information, you have the courses inside the community, inside the classroom. But most importantly, I want to also pass along opportunities so you guys can actually implement everything that we talk about here and actually see some wins and some placements and some income from your music. So that's the goal with everything that's going on. Is to give you guys an outlet for all this dope music that I'm hearing. Later on, we're going to do some live music reviews where I'm listening through the submissions that you guys shared on the post inside the community at syncproducerhub.com. So that's going to be dope. And yeah, because I've come across a few tracks where like a brief will come in and I'm just like, yo, like, man, I remember a track I heard on the review. Let me reach out to such and such and see if that's something that's available or if they're already pitching it. And then maybe we can use that for an opportunity. So now I'm kind of like, I'm listening and I'm reviewing, but then I'm also listening and saying, oh, like this could be used for something that's active right now. So it's kind of twofold. You making any plugin stuff like that? No, not at the moment. A couple ideas were like floating around, but nothing pressing. If I do drop something like that, it'll be very intentional, and well thought out, because there's also support that has to come with stuff like plugins, and that's a whole nother job that I frankly don't want. Because now you got to support plugins, and then as much as Apple updates, that can just turn into a headache. So I want to make sure it's like something that makes sense for me, and everything else we got going on. So yeah, shout out to Jason and Rich on the Sync Producer Spotlight. If you didn't get a chance to catch that, go to Jason Dowdy's channel, Jason Dowdy Music on YouTube, and check out that interview. Super dope. Didn't get a chance to submit to the Piano Hip Hop opportunity, but I got a track for it. How can I submit to you tonight for a live review? I think you in the community. So that opportunity, that deadline did close, but You can submit it. The post is in the community. It's pinned. Live music reviews, so you'll see it at the top right here. Just comment, attach it MP3, or if you got like a disco streaming link, you can attach it there, and yeah, we'll check it out tonight. Starting around like 10ish, we'll start reviewing some music. So yeah, Red Ray Garcia has entered the building. What's up, Ray? Good to see you. All right, we got dinner from Allison. Allison, she be on time with the dinner. Let's go. Dinner tonight is leftover tuna, hard-boiled eggs, onion, and pickles pulled together with mayo. Never knew there were so many ways to make tuna until I lived in a coop during college. Listen, let's talk about that. College will have you discover all types of quick meals. Quick, high-protein meals just on the go. College is about survival. Man, college is interesting. So shout out to Allison with dinner. Our sync producer, her virtual dinner is tuna. I remember I used to just get the packets of tuna, like the flavored tuna packets. I just ripped that joint open and just scarfed down a packet of tuna. Just quick, high protein, probably way too high amounts of sodium in that pack. But yeah, I used to do that a lot. Let's see. Okay, I think I caught up. Is it really safe to share your tracks online? I mean, listen, there's a risk with anything, right? I mean, you share anything online, it's online. However, there's so much online. There's so much music. Like somebody really has to be like looking for your stuff specifically. I feel like to just now, okay, it's 2026, so things are a little different because you got AI and stuff, and AI scraping stuff that it hears online. So yeah, there's some risk there, but the interesting thing about what we do in sync licensing, like the majority of my catalog of music, honestly, isn't even online. It's like behind the scenes, like in the hands of publishers and things like that, and then their online libraries or however they manage their music. But it's not like, a lot of it is not customer facing. So just a regular consumer can't find like the majority of the stuff I create because it's made for a specific use and a specific client. It's not made for just everyday consumer consumption. It's business to business. So the systems are set up a little bit differently in this space. Now, there are some sites where you could just go to the website, type somebody's name, find music that they did. And then some publishers also release projects on streaming services. But, I mean, at that point, there's such a massive trace of the owner, once it gets to that point, that it's just like, I mean, yeah, it's just not, I don't really worry about it too much. I wouldn't let that stop you from sharing it. You got to get it out. Like, how else will people hear it, and how else can you pitch it unless you put it out there? So that's my take on it. Miguel has a win. I have a win. Got the pass on your piano hip hop opportunity. Yet I'm wrapping my head around on how to replace the strings with a synth. Going after it though. Bro, I know. And shout out to Miguel. Shout out to all the producers who I pulled in on this album I'm working on. Album we're working on. So that should be a fun opportunity. We're going through revisions and stuff like that. Yes, it's challenging. It's challenging, especially when you write it with just the original intention was strings. It can be challenging. Trust me, I know. This is the challenge. But yeah, usually I don't know, man. But sometimes I have to change how I play it. Like I may, some strings is just kind of, you kind of playing it staccato. Sometimes it's more, I'll just hold the notes or something and swap it out with a pad or something like that. But yeah, I think the main thing for them is they just don't want strings. So fun stuff. Oh, co-op. Coop is where chickens live. If they take it and post before you can get copyright flag, which is wild. One of my favorite episodes of South Park is the one where the teacher drops acid, and at the end of the program, Shep the chef says there's a time and a place to do drugs. It is called college. Hilarious, man. Co-op. So not a coop. It's not a chicken coop. Co-op. That actually makes more sense now that I think about it. So yeah. Let's go. So yeah, shout out to producers, man, that got pulled into that project. And then I got some other side projects going on. It's all types of stuff, man. This project management board is getting put to work. It's been getting put to work since like first quarter. It's literally been nonstop since the year started. We started with the momentum. Like y'all remember the post in the community, like first week in January, like it was just nuts. Like placements were rolling in, deals were rolling in, briefs were rolling in. Crazy. You're good, Allison. Just drop Beethoven in the community. Let's go. Looking forward to hearing that, Rob Lee. I am not familiar with accidental and entertainment. But yeah, it's been crazy in a good way, though. In a good way. Let me see if there's been any news. Apparently, there's been a Logic update. Marty dropped a post in the community. Logic 12.12. I don't know if I'm on 12.2. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check out that video. But what was that? Last week we did last week? We did the AI. Was that last week or was that 2 weeks ago? No, that was last week. We did the part 2 of the AI thing where I finished building my STEM creation workflow. So that was fun. I'm waiting on feedback on some revisions for the track that I was testing that out with. Soon as I get like the green light to create stems, I'm going to go in and organize that session and then run that skill that we finished building in that masterclass. I'm going to run it with those tracks that I did for that publisher and see how it works out for me. So Claude, we were in Claude last week using Claude to kind of help us with the boring stuff. Ward Works is in the building. What's good? Missed it. Need to watch the replay. Indeed. Yeah, Claude's been crazy. And then they just dropped another update. It was Claude Design, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like I've only used it twice because I used up my usage with those 2 times using it. So it's cool. It's cool. I only use it twice though, so I got to use it some more. Um the only thing I didn't like about it is it's cool. It can come up with some great designs and things like that. And it'll show you, like, if you're trying to do like graphics and stuff, it'll show you a video, but you can't export it as a video. But then you can go in the Claw code and say, turn this into a video. But then that's like extra steps. But the usage on that was crazy. Like, I ate that up quick. So, I don't know how often I'll use it. I'll obviously I'll still play around with it as soon as my usage resets after Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Obviously they'll continue to make updates and things like that. But I've been in code and co-work have been a game changer for me. 100%. I haven't tried Nano Banana yet. I've heard good things though. I've heard good things about Nano Banana. Logic 12.12 came with some great updates. Legacy sound packs are back. Wait, I thought they were already there. You just like I would always go into this back menu. I wonder if I can pull it up without crashing the entire stream. I would always, because it wasn't just there like it used to be, like in what, 9 or something like that. I think once they went to 10 it got weird. But I love the legacy packs too, like the legacy sounds. Like Logic Pro, like Logic, I created a lot of music when I first got started in sync just on some Logic stock stuff. Really, really good. Like, I'm talking like in Logic Express days, getting the job done. So hold on, I'm gonna pull up Logic right here, and I'm gonna show you what I used to, or how, not what I used to, how I get to the legacy, the legacy sounds, and then y'all let me know like what is going on with this, what has changed. So if I go to, I have to be careful here not to screw something up. I don't know what this. See, I have to. I don't know why this was muted. When I create stems, I gotta go back and put it back in its original state, because now I'm like, was this muted in the final version? No, I'm pretty sure. All right, whatever. Anyways, all right, so I got a track. So I would go here, and then what do I do? No, it wasn't Logic. Why does this look different all of a sudden? No, I'll tell you what. How do we reset all of this? There's a way. All right, reset the strip. Reset everything. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. So you would see this with the library sounds, and then oh shoot. You know what? I don't see the legacy stuff. There used to be a oh, I see some of them, but yeah, no, it's different. It used to be a legacy. It used to be a legacy thing here, a legacy category. All right, well, I guess I just seen the Steinway grand piano and just figured I still had the because that's one of the like legacy sounds I would always use. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I should probably update then at some point. Good to know. All right, let me catch up on oh man, who remembers the Jam Packs, GarageBand Jam Pack installs? They were really good. It helped me recreate a cue from scratch from a session that no longer exists. I realized how much quality sounds Logic gives you right off the box. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, that's the one who shared that video. Marty shared the video in the hub. That's the one I'm gonna go and check out with Jan. Not all of them. I found some sounds that was missing from before, some classic. Yeah. EPs, basses. Got you. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we need that legacy stuff. I'm guessing they stopped including them at some point. And if you installed first with a later version, then you had to download all the really old legacy stuff. Yeah. Logic, Team Logic, let's go. Type Y for library, and at the bottom the legacy stuff shows up. Oh, I must have missed it and did it the hard way. So they Apple's crazy. So they had it and then they took it away and then they gave it back to us in an update to get us excited again. Thank you, Apple. Thank you for playing with our emotions in such a clever way. How behind is your OS based on not wanting sessions to crash from plugins? How behind is based on not wanting to crash? Oh, I'm probably on the latest. Where am I at? I'm on Tahoe 26.3.1 with an A in parentheses. I don't know what that means. So I'm not too far. I'm pretty current for the most part, and I haven't had any crashes. That's another thing I kind of like about Logic. When things update, Logic is pretty stable. I will do a quick check on like my main plugins that I use and make sure, that stuff is kind of working, but for the most part, I'm on Tahoe right now. I don't have, many issues with plugins, any of the plugins that I'm currently using. That's another reason why I stop buying so many plugins, cause like every time there's an update, you got to go check everywhere to check compatibility. And I was just like, yeah, let me just find a core bunch of plugins that I use, and then, you know, occasionally I'll play around with some new stuff, but got to make sure I got something's going to work out of the bunch. I'm still on 11 and I can access the legacy stuff from the main menu. There's an option to download all sounds or something. Don't forget about Reason. In my opinion, Reason has always had the best. Oh yeah, we can't forget about Reason in terms of stock sounds. Yeah, so I started using Logic at like the exact same time I started using Reason. I was kind of learning them side by side, two completely different situations, but I thought Reason was really, really cool because once I seen somebody flip the racks and the chorus started swinging, I was like, oh, this is fire. Like nothing, I've seen nothing like this. So Reason is super unique with that setup. But yeah, Reason, the possibilities are endless in terms of sound design there. You don't really, in the way it was set up, I mean, you didn't really need no like third party VSTs like that unless you just wanted them. So they kept the legacy mastering chains though. I still refer to the Ballad Master wide chain. It was my favorite of mine. Yes, bro. Like that was the mastering chains have always been a lifesaver for me. Like, you know, in mixing and mastering my own music, I've always done it using one of those Logic presets until I started kind of putting my own plugins and stuff in there. But I would put my own plugins in there based off of the template, you know, until I kind of got comfortable with what I had on my master chain. But man, that, and then the AI mastering plugin now, shoot, it can do it. It can get the job done. I feel like I'm always at least one behind. Yeah. I usually won't update it unless there's like a feature that I really, really want, or there's something happening to where my devices aren't communicating anymore. Like iPhone, iPad, something like if AirDrop goes down, we got to figure it out. We got to get it back up. Cause that AirDrop, I live off of AirDrop. I need AirDrop. It's got to work. It's got to work flawlessly. Otherwise, listen, I'll lose some plugins to make sure my AirDrop work. I need that. That's why I can't go to Windows, because I'll lose AirDrop. Ain't nobody fooling around with. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine not having AirDrop across multiple devices. Miguel says, one of the little things I don't like about Logic is the automation knobs. They ain't as customizable or precise as other DAWs, and also the EQ. I wish we could choose what kind of node we want. Yeah. I haven't even used the knobs, the automation knobs. You're talking about the, like when you can pull them up on the bottom half of the screen. I need to clear some space on my phone and update the iOS because Logic Remote doesn't support iOS 18 anymore. There you go. Yep. Logic Remote. I use that from time to time. I use it on my iPad. That comes in handy. Because then, you know, you can do some cool stuff with the mixing. Just L1 and Valhalla, everything. Boom. There you go. So far, all the plugins are working with Tahoe. Yeah, I haven't had any issues. I literally just updated my Mac to Tahoe 26.4.1 about an hour ago. I'm having an issue with universal control at the moment. Ugh. Reason was my first DAW. That's what's up. Reason is still a bad boy with those sounds and visual cables you can move and patch. Yeah. I mess with the VSX yet. Car test in quiet environment is fire. I haven't personally. I know there's a couple producers who have though in here. That was my favorite thing for a reason. It was my first DAW back in 2000. Yeah, it was so dope, man. So unique. I think they're trying to catch up. Their recent update looks pretty fire. So yesterday I had an internet outage. Almost node of third-party plugins I use for mixing would open. Made me realize I need to start relying more on stock plugins. They always open. The facts. You know what else had me on stock plugins real heavy? That when I worked on that album that started getting placed, the Emotionless album. By the way, I got to log into TuneSat. That thing is going crazy right now. I was traveling and was doing, I had a few tracks on the iPad, Logic Pro for iPad. And, you know, the iPad is only going to have stock. Well, you can also use third-party plugins on Logic. I had some plugins. Obviously, the stock Logic plugins are all on there. But then I also have some IK Multimedia Mixbox plugins, which are really good on iPad. They sound good, but I would have to like bake them in, or I don't know if it would easily kind of transfer, because I know they have a desktop Mixbox, but I haven't tried to do that yet. But I started using just the Logic plugins on there because I was just like, yo, all I got to do once the session is in the iCloud drive or whatever, I just open that on the computer, and then all the plugins are just there and they just all work, and everything just remains, and it just makes working between the two devices super easy. That was another reason. It's like, man, you know, workflow wise, stock plugins with Logic is very convenient. I haven't updated my Mac beyond Sonoma 14 out of fear and space limitations. I should do a Tahoe update and a Logic update, but I need to have 2 days to devote to reconfiguring. Yeah, we know how that is. Started with Acid Pro. I remember that. Windows is not for music. I would that could be argued, but I would definitely not prefer to use. I don't prefer to use Windows for anything, to be honest with you. It's highly annoying to me. Since 2005, I've been Mac, man, and I just have not gone back. When I got my first iBook, I got my first iBook 2005, right after graduating high school, and I was like, yo, this experience is elite. Everything was just clean and simple, and I just liked all the windows and the progress bars and the colors and the feel. I was like, I just like this experience. I just never I've used some Windows stuff for like, you know, previous jobs and things like that in IT, but I ain't even like those, man. I just used them because I had to. But man, yeah, I just love the OS. I love Linux based systems. I have a Raspberry Pi. It's like a little project thing I do, but that's Linux based, and yeah, I just like it. Let's see. AI mastering in Logic is a game changer. I had a library reach and say my tracks are quieter compared to commercial standards. Then they then offered an AI mastering service at $50 per track. Oh wow. So they was like, yo, we about to offer him this AI mastering service. Yeah, so the album. Let's go to TuneSat. So the ESPN placement, right? So y'all remember I shared in the community that I got my first ESPN placement, which is crazy to think about, but ESPN is a little different. Because they operate off of just a different licensing agreement altogether, compared to some of the other networks. And then I'm starting to see why. So you may or may not have heard that ESPN doesn't pay royalties. I think they just do like a blanket license or something like that. And then they just use as much music as they want. So I seen the first placement show up on NFL Draft Daily. That was the 15th, which was last week. That's the track. It was some tasking hip hop, they called it. And then you can see, then it got placed again the same day on a different show, First Take. And then I think this might have been was this a replay? This might have been a replay. But then the next day it got placed on a different episode of the same show. And then the next day it got placed again, different day, same show. Then it got placed again on a different show the next day. And then it's just been getting placed like every day, and then it kind of skipped a couple days. Skipped a few days now. It's the 24th. I haven't seen anything. But yeah, apparently they use a lot of music. And this is just the same track. Just in a week. What's that? Some of these are replays, so I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't. Let's say 6 or 7. To account for the replays, 6 or 7 placements in a week, same track. So that's interesting. But yeah, just wanted to share that quick, interesting thing that I found. Logic is right there with Pro Tools, but I'm going to share a prompt I gave to ChatGPT that will change the way use AI strictly using Logic plugins. Dope. Yeah, drop that joint in the hub for sure. Apple all the way, man. I love it. Was ESPN just a sample or a song? It was an instrumental. Full instrumental. I think what'd I do, like 2 minutes or something? I think it was like 2 minutes. Yeah, it was like 2 minutes and 16 seconds, to be exact. My first experience with Logic was on my wife's laptop connected to my Motif XS6 via MLAN back in the day. The hands-on control and ease of use was great. If I ever switch, then Logic is a no-brainer, 100%. I miss the feel of my Motif. I had a Motif 7. And I got rid of it because I just got real heavy on, the VSTs and everything. And that thing was heavy. It took up a ton of space. And I think I had that, and then I had gotten a M Audio MIDI controller. Hated the way that thing felt in terms, like, coming from the keybed of a Motif 7 to an M Audio Axiom is deflating. It's just a bad experience. Oh man, like it was so bad. There were certain styles of music I would not produce because I couldn't play it. I couldn't play it right in terms of like articulation and just feel like it just Ugh, I hated it, but I got rid of it. But Native Instruments, their keyboard solid. I'm not mad at it. I like the feel of it. Even the MPC Key 37, the feel of that is cool. It's cool. I can work with it. But every now and then, I think about that motif. There's supposed to be a setting in Logic to automate your automation, make it so that when you click on a setting in a plugin, it automatically becomes the thing you can update in the UI directly. Huh. What's a spec? Um it was hard. It was hard for me, Janelle. Like it just like I mean, I guess I got used to it eventually, sort of, but it was just different. It was different, man. Like I liked the Axiom because it had the transport, which honestly I could never get working consistently with Logic. The drum pads, I didn't really use them that much because stuff had to be on a certain pad for a certain note for it to play on the pad. But and the thing about the Motif 7, that thing had years on it. So it was broken in, man. Like the feel was just it was just fully just an amazing experience for my hands. I went from a Motif to a Nectar Panorama. Huge difference in key bed feel. It's crazy. That's what I hear. I hear bad things about Native Instruments support. Luckily, I've never had to deal with them outside of getting a serial, transferred or, whatever. It was pretty straightforward, but I've heard horror stories, I guess. Greetings from Dublin. Shout out to Dublin in the building. I got the S61 MK3 for my birthday, but had to return it because it kept acting up. Uh-oh. When it worked, though, I really loved it. That's crazy. It is. It is a priority, man. That thing has to feel right. Another one, a MIDI controller that I thought felt really good. I was working in a studio in New York, and what was it? It was a oh man, I can't remember the brand. It had the pitch bend knob like a Phantom, right? I can't remember the name. But that felt really good as well. And it was an older one too. Like it wasn't like, I don't think it was the newest one. Microkorg. It's a classic right there. I wanted one of those a while back. I just never got it. Let me look it up. A800 Pro? I don't think so. No, it wasn't a Roland. It just had the mod wheel was just like that of a Roland Phantom. Davey Dave, what's good? Is that a MIDI controller? I didn't know that was I've seen this before in like random videos. I didn't realize it was just a MIDI controller. Huh. Has anybody used it? Have you used it, Jay Carter, before? The A800? It has its own sound, but just rules as MIDI too. I see. Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to transition and get ready for music reviews. Go grab a snack and something to drink. And we're going to go through these submissions. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. All right. No. There we go. There's the button. All right, we're back. No, yes, that's the name of it right there. Shout out to Rich Rosen. It was a Novation MK. I don't know which MK it was. But it was a Novation keyboard. That's exactly what it was. My volume is going in and out. All right, there we go. Yeah, that felt good. Hold on, let me see. It wasn't a launch key. It was old, which is another reason it probably felt good, because it was super old. Wait, no, was it a Novation? Wait, maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, it was. It was this one right here. No, it wasn't this one. Anyways, I think it was was it that one? No, it might have been. I think it was an Novation. It was something similar. But the keys felt great on it. Here it is. It was this. Boom, found it. It was a Novation SL61 or something like that. It felt solid. Is this currently going for $8.99? That's insane. All right, let's get back to it. Live music review. Seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. If it is, we'll let you know. If it's not, we'll let you know what you can improve on so we can get it to that level. I see Keith Boney in the building. Was good. Yeah, excited to listen to some music. First, we got to go to the leaderboards, and I need y'all to drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all ready to listen to some dope music. I love me a joystick pitch bend versus a wheel. I'm torn. It depends on what I'm doing. It depends on what I'm doing with it. Cause sometimes I like that joystick. And then sometimes, honestly, yeah, sometimes I like the wheel. I don't know. I can work with either one though. Seven-day leaderboard. We got Janelle, we have Nate, and we have B Ward at the top of the 7-day leaderboard. That's a heavy top three. I'm seeing fire emojis. Let me get my snack. I got gummy bears on deck tonight. Good to go. I got my water per usual. Good to go. Let's dig into this music. Janelle's up next. I gotta write it down because I don't have my iPad or anything at my desk at this time. All right. Boom. Let's get it popping. It's been a crazy few weeks. The joystick I have on the MPK Mini, don't like it. The new Phantoms have both, and I love it. See, both. You can't go wrong if you have both. That's dope. It's a nice addition. That joystick is a must-have, especially for TalkBox purposes. Yep, that would be one of them for sure. All right. Janelle, what have you cooked up for us this week? All right, so says, just got a new Arturia Keylab MIDI keyboard. and got really inspired by how it integrates with everything. It's been a minute since I've had fun creating without a brief, like Nate mentioned the other day, so I put this together yesterday using some of the new sounds. Undercover Bazaar is a hard-hitting boom bap breakbeat driven by sharp staccato strings and subtle Middle Eastern textures, creating a tense, cinematic, and stealthy atmosphere with an urban edge. Let's go. Let's check this out. And the jabs begin. It is stealthy. I hear the tension with this piano. This is becoming her tagline. She can produce anything. I like it. It sounds yeah, I can hear this. Man, I can hear this on so many things. Definitely stealthy movie, action movie. There's some tension in there, but then I also hear it reality show, drama, competition shows. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for a lot of different things. Janelle can do anything. What was the saying? Janelle can produce anything. She can produce anything. Super dope. All right. This is hot. Terrence rocking with it. That rubbery bass for the win. We're here for the bass. Just need bars. The versatility is crazy. She can produce anything. Real MVPs don't have off weeks. I don't think. When was the last time Michael had an off week though? I don't remember an off week. No doubt, absolutely. So last week, if you weren't here, Michael Connor was moved up to his own MVP section. It's like pre-MVP, and we're trying to find ways to maneuver around the basically the voting scandal that LW has in place to prevent Michael from entering fully MVP at the end of the show. So right now we have him placed in this temporary pre-MVP section that plays before the MVPs. So we're trying to work it out. There's a lot of politics involved, and basically just a lot of hatred coming from LW specifically towards Michael Connor music. So we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to navigate it as a community, and hopefully it works out. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Nate up next. I can't even read my own handwriting. What was the third? Okay, B Ward. This is what my wife be talking about when she's trying to read what I wrote. I understand now. All right. Dope track. Let's see if Nate got a submission for us this week. I seen Prime Time Frime in the building. There we go. Wait, nope, he doesn't. I don't have a submission this week, but listening to what everyone's got so far. Holy smokes. Stop hyping him up, Clint. Even you took him off the poll list. Like, wow, she used it against me. The only reason the only reason I took him off, I don't even remember. Like, it was tough. It was tough. I think I took him off last week to put someone who wasn't on as many times as he's been on, because Michael's been up. He's been up on that list a few times. He's not up there in pre-MVP for nothing. There was a reason. Hey, it worked out. It worked out. Because Keith's been putting in work. Keith has been consistent these past couple months. We couldn't deny that any longer. We had to throw Keith up there, man. All right. B Ward is up next. Let's see if we got a submission from B Ward. Nope. Let's go down. I see Miguel. We got one from Miguel. We got one from Michael. There we go. B Ward. Went back into the archives to slow it down this time around. This is Urban Love Scene background music instrumental. It has potential for vocals, and it's just a simple flow. Just vibing. Song's title is Safe Space, Loving You. Atmospheric, cool. We got the keywords, the metadata. Let's check it out. Bandcamp should work. If we can stream it from there, it should work. Safe Space. Let's check it out. Long wait. Super smooth. Love those guitars. You on beat around here. 100%. Yep. Yeah, they'll definitely use this for a love scene, romantic scene, relationship. Yeah, I rock with it. Good stuff. B Ward, R&B vibes. Love the guitars on that. The guitar stole the show, 100%. All right, dope. Let's see. Let's start. We're gonna start from the bottom. Hold on, I forgot to grab something upstairs though. I'll be right back. All right. All right, I'm back. All right, at the bottom of the list. Should I start? Crap, I'm out of breath. All right. Should I start at the bottom or I'll start at the top? You know what? I start at the top because sometimes we get some people that come in last minute and it still gives them time to submit. And that way they don't get skipped over. So let's start at the top while I catch my breath from running up and down 2 flights of steps. All right. Davey Dave, what's up? Sync Hub fam. Hope everyone had a productive week. This is the last for my cinematic collection. Disclaimer. We got a disclaimer before the disclaimer. It is a full-length song and more likely a score for motion film than for TV. I would still love feedback for it, though. The truest love. Let's check it out. The plant's growing like never before back here. Sounds beautiful already. Shout out to the homie Trev in the building. I love those little vocals in there. Gives it like a whole nother vibe. Nice swells. Keeps moving, it keeps building. That's good. Even for like a long track, it's not like just kind of staying in one place. There's the modulation. Literally composed a whole oh, that was nice. Yeah. That was crazy, bro. That was absolutely a journey. I agree. Definitely felt like a score. Yeah. I definitely think you should like keep doing that and get into working on like some films, man. Whether it's indie, short films, to like start building up the catalog in that space. And resume, I get resume is what I meant to say. But yeah, great work on that. And it definitely had some modulation right at the end there. Michael called it out. Pixar, Disney, animation. Yep, easily. Put Davy Dave in the poll now. Let's go. This is also great for underwater scenes when they talk about the different species. That's true. That is true. I could hear that. David Sanner, next up on the list. Hey fam, hope everyone's having a great morning. So first, I would like to thank you all for the feedback and the 5 core production element chart. I know that I was told to focus on 8-bar idea, started an 8-bar idea and couldn't sleep because the way I wanted to arrange the beat was driving me crazy. I went off on this beat. Let's check it out. Catchy melody. I hear you, David. I'm gonna just play the track. I'm gonna just play it. Were you literally timing the mute? Wait. Was I muted throughout the entire David Sanner review? Bro, I can't keep going. I gotta run that back. I literally went through the entire review muted. All right. David, what I said was, great job. I can hear the improvement from last week to this week. Even though you went past the 8 bars, it still sounded like a focused idea. I like the melody and everything. Everything up to like to 22 seconds, like that was like your core idea. We got to tighten up the rhythm. We got to quantize that, get that tighter. And then your arpeggiated kind of filtered synth, we got to get the timing on that right, because it was kind of off the BPM. So you definitely want to make sure that ARP stuff is in harmony with the timing and the rhythm section and things like that. So yeah, and then the mixing, obviously, and then just some arrangement stuff. But absolutely hear the improvement. Keep it up. Love to see it, and great job on getting that idea together for sure. Yo, we need a override. Like literally just someone on the mute button to just monitor when I'm muted. I'm gonna have to keep my son up late at night on Friday nights. Like, bro, your job is to look at this and press this if this is highlighted. Oh man. Yes, my bad, D. Goodness. All right, let's run back Demo Music's track now that I unmuted myself. we need a full-blown alert, like a full alarm system for when I start talking on mute. Here we go. Let's run this back. Let me start it all the way back. Yo, this has a vibe, bro. I like the drums. Vibes. Zelda with some stank. Love the small chip tune line that came in, multiple synths melody. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that synth line was super fire. Love the drums, what the hi-hats and percussion was doing. Super dope. Yeah, I rock with that. Travel pop. Let's go. Demo with another one. Yeah. I get that's one of those coming out of a scene into another kind of upbeat scene track. Like that feels like that. Love that. Based on this one is dope too. Snap. Is that a bridge? I know, right? Bring bridges back. I love that top melody too. Gives it a little mid-eastern flair. Yep. 100%. Let's go. Rob Lee's rocking with it. Here we go. I think we set a new record tonight. Longest mute in history ever. That's great. Breaking records tonight. All right, we got Janelle. We already played Janelle's. We got Keith. Keith is up next. Antagonist theme 1 is a title to match what it sounded like to me. Kept this one simple and worked on building intensity with orchestration. Shout out to Davey Day for submitting something last week to aspire to. Let's go. Drums again. Yeah. I rock with that. That feels like it feels like action tension. I love them drums. Where was it at? It was a timing of the drums. The drums were like building up, doing something crazy. This was fire. It feels like man, what is it? It feels like a fight scene, or it's even leading up to a fight scene. Could also work for like a video game too. So, yeah, super dope. Now I put it on my speakers. I had to go blow my nose. But yeah, great work. Keep it up, man. Yeah, that's a strong one, man. That's why we threw Keith up on that list last week. That's why we had to do it. Gladiator battle. Yeah. Yep. That's what it feels like. It feels like a movie. Frime Beats. All right, what's up, family? Always looking for Friday this year. Some music, and hear what everybody's up to Always so inspiring. I know I always come with something heavy and hitting hard, but felt like showing a bit of my smooth side of things with this R&B vibe from Heavy. Y'all on the R&B vibes tonight. Okay. Would love to know what you would hear on this one. For dinner tonight, we have tuna from Allison. Or I think it was leftover tuna. So y'all go get y'all y'all plates of tuna. Here we go. Let's check out Frime's joint. Drums. Frime was like, we about to tone this all the way down. After from action gladiators. Uh-oh, hold on, let me shut up. Like that, Frime. Percussion's crazy. Can you imagine a live bass on this joint? Jay Long in the building. What's good? Always. See how it ends? I always do that. Too far. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's a vibe. Oh my goodness. Shout out to bass players. But yeah, another prime production. Yeah, dope stuff. Love the drums on that. Love the vibe. Where could we hear it? Anything that needs something smooth, mellow, background music. I can hear that on a scene, just friends talking, chilling out, anything, man. Anything that requires a vibe, that will do it. Movie. All right, we got Felipe. He says, hi, y'all. Hope your week's been productive. Guess what? I composed another cinematic score type track. I'm sure you would have never guessed. Am I wrong? He said this one is called Triumphant Survivor. I'll let you discover it by yourselves. The title says already something about the mood. Nice weekend to y'all. Here we go. Boom. Indeed. Let's go. We're going to rock out to it. Sleep. See, that's why I started at the top. Give y'all a chance to get y'all submissions in. All right, let's check it out. Ooh, Logic Pro glitching while on Zoom with a client. That sucks. Let's go. Mr. High C has entered the building. What's good? Doing it again, y'all. It's ready. That was amazing. Look at that. Look at those sections. Just clear and defined. Look at that. I feel like an editor sees that, it just makes their toes twinkle. All right. We got Kenneth Clark up next. Kenneth has also been in a pretty consistent bag lately. He says, what's up, family? Still out of pocket, but he's still knocking these tracks out, though. Fire. But a big shout out to the producers who made the cut on the trap beat piano placement. In honor and celebration towards that, I would like to share the piece I had planned to submit, but did not make the cutoff mark in time. Congratulations again to all who made it. Looking forward to hopefully getting another stab at it. Road Less Travel. Let's check it out. This sounds dope. I think it has a lot of headroom. You can turn the volume up. well produced track right there. For this brief, they would probably, based on the feedback we got from the tracks we did send, they probably want more development throughout the track and more the piano doing more, because even like what we submitted first round, basically they just wanted they wanted the piano to kind of develop and do more, like basically like each section, each hook a little bit more. So but yeah, no, this is a great trap piano tension track for sure. Definitely something good to have in the catalog for, whatever briefs, because it'll definitely get used somewhere. But yeah, solid track. I would say turn the other sounds up. Your drums are like smacking. I would turn like the piano and the synth and stuff up so we can feel those more, and then probably the overall volume a little bit, and this one would be good to go. Dope stuff, Kenneth. Keep it up. We got Miguel. We're gonna come back to Miguel. McConnor. We're gonna come back to McConnor too, because you know why. We got Claude Harris Jr. up next. What's up, everyone? Got some lo-fi vibes. It's called Expired Stars. Ooh. Claude co-worker. It's the vibe. Yeah, that chord progression's unmatched right now. We gotta take the tag off at the end, but yeah, we gotta take the tag off, put a solid sting ending on there. But vibes all day. That thing was dope. Nice mix, love the instrumentation, sound selection, chord progression. Yeah. Keep that up, Claude. Keep sharing. Yeah. You're in the right place for sure. Gab Wash, musician out of Phoenix. Oh, this is so cool. Dropping this in here. Some dark pop vibes. Let's check it out. It did feel good. I agree. Mystery vibes. Yeah, I could hear that. Came to play. Oh, we got some lyrics.
Would you talk to a stranger even though you know the warning?
Okay, vocals.
You know energy is transferred. I could feel the warmth rising. Sticky situation. I know just what you're feeling. I can hear your laughter coming from inside me. It was never supposed to be this way. Can you hear me calling out your name?
It's a vibe.
'Cause I know you're not one to be tamed.
I don't know.
And they came to play.
It doesn't sound like it. I feel like these are human vocals.
And they came to play. And they came to play. And they came to play.
Gab, let us know.
And they came to play.
Yeah, it does.
And they came to play. And they came. What are you seeing?
It's a lot of room to read too.
this time? Is it the ghost of all the things
I can hear this being used in a movie or show.
Where are you off to this time? 'Cause I know the demons in your mind. And they came to play.
Production.
And they came to play. And they came to play.
I think the drums can hit harder right here though. Or I would turn those bad boys up.
And they came.
Can you imagine a trailerized version of this? Insane.
And they came to play.
It's syncable as is though. Oh yeah. That's syncable for sure. I can hear some cinematic elements over that joint. Some big old epic drums and oh man, some cinematic sound design stuff. Sheesh. That can be a problem. Came to play. Did not, in fact, come to play. Super dope with the vocal harmonies and tension and the music bed underneath is most definitely a versatile composition. I agree. And then that the lyrics came to play. That hook is super syncable. Good work. Continue to share with us, please. Super dope. All right, we got Gabriel. This is The Tension _ hip hop track I made for Anthony's Hip Hop Brief. I want to know what you guys think I should do to this track to take it to the next level so I can pitch it to other libraries. Let's check it out. What is this new button? Oh. It's the same. It's the same as this button. Sounds good so far. No need to. LW is always trying to find a way to not vote. Have y'all noticed? This way, Michael would be completely eliminated from the voting process. This is solid though. Honestly, this is like, this is the thing, man. I wouldn't, if I'm pitching this, I think it's ready to pitch and I wouldn't change anything. I feel like at this point in the track, the changes you would make would be dependent on the publisher and their feedback at this point. Even with the tracks that from the producers that got accepted for this project, I thought the tracks were solid as is, but then we get the feedback from the publisher, and then it's just like, okay, well, we kind of want this, we want this, this, and that. So now we just kind of craft it to what the client wants at that point. But everything prior to the revisions is solid enough to get a yes from, from a publisher, just depending on who it would be. So that joint sounds dope. The mix sounds fire. I thought the structure was nice. I think one of the breaks probably, it doesn't hurt with it being there, but I don't think it really added, I guess, anything to it per se. But yeah, I thought it was fire. Piano firmly in the driver's seat with the 808 slipping, sliding away. Yep. It's a vibe. Super solid. One of the swell. Yep. So yeah. I like it. Janet is up next. What's good, fam? Tonight I share with you one team, a less aggressive track from my sport album Triumph. This one is an optimistic hip-hop orchestra with a positive melody and dynamic drums, great during sports highlights of a winning team or before a sport competition. Hope you'll enjoy it. Let's check it out. I'll turn the snares up. Bring the 808 down a little bit in the mix. That synth is dope. NBA playoffs beat right here. JDHB. Let's go. This whole album is syncable. Yeah, just those couple tweaks. The only thing that really stood out, but aside of that, yeah, this is another great sports track. This, yeah, the whole album, like literally, you nailed it. And yeah, the movement of those 808s, that bass line, the bass line with that the 808s are playing is super fire. Synth lines, and they weren't like distracting either. Like it was enough space in the track to where those lead synths can go crazy, 808s can go crazy, and we can still put some dialogue over there. So yeah, 100%. Sound Mystic is rocking with it. Let's go. Love to see it. All right. Absolutely. Janie's got a gun and it shoots fire sports tracks. I love it. Let's go. All right. Who do we have up next? I think I scrolled too fast. We got Rob Mosby. All right, we got some nice little keywords right there, some metadata. Here you go. Let's check it out. We got high loopability. I like that. Cinematic drums and R&B is what I've been hearing tonight. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the panning was crazy. Love these grimy drums. Build. I love the build. Yeah, I like that. It's like some synth wave tension or something. That was nice. Reverb is really nice. Nice build. Yeah. I feel like the oh, that's solid. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Because, I mean, that could have went with how it started. Before the drums kicked in, man, it could have went anywhere sonically, like, but I like where it went. That was nice. Dope stuff, Rod. I think that joint's ready. That can definitely be used. Especially when you start creating stems and stuff, because just even without any percussion, I think that could hold on its own as well, for some minimal tension stuff. So yeah, good work. Terry Thompson. Hey Hub fam, this is a lighthearted piece titled Epic, to be used for ads, infomercials, telephone hold music, corporate or instructional media. Tried to keep it low key and subdued. Cool, let's check it out. Intro, getting straight to it. I can hear corporate. Mixing can use some work, but the elements are there. Corporate videos. The Love Boat. The melodies. We need a bass to round things out. Bass line. Some low end. That's the only thing I'm not hearing. Be mad when they come back on the phone. It's like, listen, I was enjoying this music and you interrupted me. Yeah, mix. So like bringing the kick up, turning the triangle and the cymbal crashes down, adding some type of bass line. We need a low end on there. And then just kind of tweaking levels to certain things so things feel a little bit more balanced. But it definitely has a lighthearted kind of corporate vibe to it. I can hear that, to where it's just not like, it's not over the top happy or whatever. And yeah, it's just sitting. It feels neutral. It feels pretty neutral. I think you did a good job describing that. Yeah, good stuff, Terry. It's almost there. The key change was cool. Yeah, kept it interesting for sure. All right, let's keep it going. We got Christopher Smith. Shout out to Christopher Smith. Got a new record dropping May 8th. Would love some feedback on a song. First track, Gemini, is going to be the first single. Let's check it out. Oh, this is Sleep of Mirrors. Let's go, Sleep of Mirrors. Cookie. I don't know what. I don't need cookies. I have gummy bears. All right. Is this Gemini's one we're playing, right? Yeah, Gemini. Okay. Here we go. Wait, scroll down. Am I scrolling down? I think that's Gemini. Is this the right one? You want us to play Gemini? Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's check it out. Oh, the bottom of the Oh, okay. I got you. This one. This is the most recent one. Let's go. This is Sleep of Mirrors, aka Chris. Vibes. arpeggios. Yep. Definitely giving movie vibes. I hear this in an action movie. Mix sounds good too. Yeah, yep. I can see him, John Wick now, like walking through the club with that look on his face. Oh, yeah. Yep. Exactly. It's like five or six of them. They all have their eyes on him, and he can sense it. Yeah. Let's see how it ends. Love how it's building. Yeah, so the beginning the vocals were low, but I felt like it was more of a presence thing than I want you to hear exactly what the vocals are saying, which I think could work to the benefit of a sync, because it's just like you can feel the vocals, but it's also not overpowering. There could still be dialogue, but you can still kind of feel the vibe with the vocals. No, I would keep the vocals. I would keep the vocals and just have an instrumental version, because usually when we're pitching music, you want the full and the instrumental anyway. Yeah, full instrumental and then an acapella. Because if they have the acapella as well, if they want the vocals to be louder, they can just toss the acapella in the instrumental in there and just turn it up themselves. But yeah, I would pitch the full joint too. The intro, that's the only thing that they may say something about. Maybe, but again, it's like the type of track it is. If it's kind of expected in this style of music, it may be okay. And other stuff, like if you're working on like a dramedy album, right? We couldn't have just an instrumental intro this long. It just wouldn't make sense for that style of music. But if we're thinking of context of, you know, some type of movie scene or whatever, some type of action thing, it may work for it. So, yeah, the overall length of the track is long. We're at 5 minutes, kind of long. Usually for sync, you only really need, you know, 2.5 minutes, but that's the only thing. But yeah, Dope music, Chris. Thanks for sharing that with us, and definitely looking forward to hearing more. But yeah, dope stuff. Really dope stuff. Let me like that so we know we played it. All right, let's keep it moving. We played B War. We got Eaton. Says, hope you guys are doing well. Got a short track to share tonight. Well, it's more of a proof of concept. Think the vibe I ended up going for was reality TV, but it could end up entirely somewhere else, as it's usually how it works out. Feedback is welcome. Thanks, guys, and always peace. Yeah, not a bad idea. Would you chop the songs, to pitch? Yeah, you could. Like if there's a way for you to cut that song down to 2:30, 3 minutes tops, then yeah, I would. Because if you see 5:22, it's kind of long. But yeah, you could probably, like Jay mentioned, you can cut that intro down quite a bit. That'll get you down in the 4 minute range. Just doing that, or at least close to it, and then maybe carve out a section depending on what the track is doing. Carve out a section or so, and you'll be good. But yeah. All right, let's run this back. That would be a good match. Dope. This is dope. Yeah, bro, this joint is almost done. Yeah, finish that. Put a Sting ending on there. Maybe extend it about another. Stretch it out to about 1:45, 2 minutes. But yeah, that works. That joint's ready. I like the drums. Yeah, I say it's ready. Also, I meant to DJ horn that last track too for Chris, because it's definitely syncable. I don't think I DJ horned it. Yeah, tempo was dope. Yeah, I like it. Finish that joint up. Cordelia 2 from Rich Rosen says, greetings fam, second effort to get this one right. First attempt was kind of off the chain, off the wall, just plain off. Interplanetary insanity, weird sounds, some of my usual tricks and some unusual ones. As always, listen to the end. Snappy Sting awaits. Let's go with Rich in the surprise Sting endings. I don't know why I struggled with that word just now. Probably because I don't use it often. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. We need to find all of the sci-fi productions and then send Rich all of them. Because he'll knock it out. It feels like exactly how you described. I'm not stopping until I hear that thing ending. You know what this reminds me of? My oldest will watch these shorts. It was no dialogue, just instrumental. This sounds like that. And it tells the whole story. Was that it? I think that was it. Okay, that was it. There we go. This reminds me of those animated shorts. And they were so fun to watch. It was kind of annoying because every time it would stop and the kids, he was like little, so it was, man, play it again. And you had to like manually play it again. You couldn't just set it and forget it. So it reminds me of that. I think you would nail those. Yeah. No, that felt on brand for sure. Suspense, yeah. It's like the Water and Cups sound, kind of electromagnetic counterpart melodies, nice and spacey. Could fit a lot of different applications for sure. Ancient Aliens. Yeah. Yep. A good old Rich Rosen Easter egg sting ending. We look forward to it here. Good stuff, Rich. I like where this one ended up. Feels definitely sci-fi-ish. All right, Allison. This is a short song I wrote. I just tuned down the pitch to get a male voice. Look forward to what y'all think. Allison is another, she can produce anything. Okay.
I won't take you. But I'm in the dark, you seem so far. It's a cold, cold mood tonight. It's a cold mood tonight. But I'm in the dark, you seem so far. It's a cold, cold.
Yeah.
It's so cold tonight.
Okay, piano. I like that. Oh yeah. What what is in that tuna, Allison? It's a vibe. The only reason I'm not gonna give it a DJ horn, we need you to finish it. We need the Sting ending on there. I think the mixing, yeah. I mean, you just got to finish. You know what it needs. Turn that volume up a little bit. Love the vocal vibes and textures. Love the instrumentation. Yeah, I feel like it's almost done. Yeah, it was. And the progressions, yeah. I can hear that. I can hear that in the show or movie. Like, it seems like when it comes to especially these extended series, they like to place a lot of unique sounding music, I'm noticing. If you got something unique that can catch their ear, I feel like music supervisors have been pushing that. They don't necessarily always want the, we want an exact replica of like what's on the charts. Like, no, they're looking for like, oh, this is unique. Like, you don't hear this all the time. This is like just a great song. It's a great vibe. So yes, please, Allison, please finish that for us. Let's go. I hear y'all, man. I hear y'all. All right, Rob Lee. This is the one he was talking about. Beethoven. I used one sample, the airy part, but the rest of the piano in the track is my twinkle piano. Let's go. Yep, got beef that mix up. Vocals are dope. Complement the arrangement very nicely. Yep. Maybe. You never know. Love those snare rolls. I like the piano playing. I think for it probably had to be a little more upfront as far as the piano for the piano project that we were working on. But it's a solid track. I think that can get used as is. Well, you have to take, if that's a sample though, the airy part, you would have to take that out, swap that out with something else, just to be clear 100%. Because publishers, man, they be cracking down on that stuff. But that's a dope track, dope vibe. It's mellow. Yeah. I feel like that's a nice little like minimal hip hop kind of track. Wasn't doing too much. Sit well under some dialogue. Yeah. That guitar was fire. Allison wants it louder. Yeah. Nice piano. Definitely love the melodies and stuff, progressions and stuff. Yeah. Good work, Rob. All right, we got John Carter. Hub fam, I've missed y'all. life has been lifing, but behind the scenes, I'm definitely locked in and working to improve as always. This track idea came to me in a dream, and somehow I managed to remember it long enough to record it the next day. Wow. That is, listen, that's tough. I wish I had that capability sometimes because I've lost some ideas. I should have just, yeah. Anyways, not sure where I'd place it genre-wise, but it's in 6/8 time with dark orchestral trap elements and, yes, snares. I call it 6/8 Running Mates, classic 90s animated movie, tone lock reference. Very keen to get constructive feedback as always. JC. Let's check it out. Shout out to 6/8. I like this timer. Let's go. Come on, horns. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's crazy. That it gave it such a classic, like, James Bond vibe. Just that horn line alone. Yeah. Dope stuff. That thing is ready. I like that. That's a whole album vibe in itself. I would do a whole album of that. Call it spy hip hop. I don't know. That's the most generic combination I could come up with. Spy hip hop. Come up with something more creative than that. But that's fire, bro. New spy character to make this their motif. I know, right? We played Chris's. We got Caesar. What's up, fam? Dropping in a little late here. I got a dark hybrid hip hop beat here. If there's one thing I would definitely change about this is tightening up the ending so that it's more of a cinematic stinger ending. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Peace. Cool. Let's check it out. There was a set of commercials back home for Milk Tray chocolates. A guy all in black. You never saw his face. The music reminds me of that. Nice. Idris gets his second mention whenever they finally cast him as Bond. Boom. There you go. That's his track. Hip Hospionage. I like it. That's the one right there. All right, Sound Mystic in the building. This could be. I can hear this. This could cross over between just TV stuff and then like sports specifically. I think sports would definitely eat it up. I see what you mean with the Sting ending. I would cut this off, and then you can either I would double up on this section. Sorry, I know that sounds like complete trash with me scrubbing it like that, but I would double this last hook section, maybe add on the second part, the doubled one, maybe add one more layer or something. It doesn't have to do much, maybe just another sound doing something that's already going melodically, just to add just one more layer, and then Sting ending after that second hook right here. Dun, dun, and then it's done. That joint will be ready to go. Boom. LW says definitely poll worthy. Boom. Yeah, it's dope. Dope stuff. Let's go. All right. I think we're going back up to we're going to pre-MVP here. We're scrolling up the Michael section. Let's get a poll popping though. At least start thinking. We're gonna give y'all some time to think about who y'all want on this list this week. I'm gonna start getting this poll ready. In the meantime, I don't know. So we have two options, right? We have two options for Michael McConnor. We can drop violin, a stringed instrument in the chat, or we can drop a piano in the chat. I'm not sure which one we should do. What do y'all think? What do you think is most fitting for a Michael Connor MVP emoji? No doubt. Janelle says Davey, Caesar, Keith, John, Carter. Yeah. Jay Carter. The poop emoji. LW is not having it. that would be terrible. Okay. I seen some strings. Rich is voting strings. Rich is also dropping palm trees immediately. We haven't even made it there yet. We haven't got to Miguel yet, Rich. The Rich is just like, I just want to be on a beach with palm trees. Let's just drop these joints. Janelle dropping strings. That's 2 votes for strings. I've seen 0 pianos. All right. So, let's see. Claude Harris, Gab Wash, Davey Dave, Sleeper Mirrors. Solid. These are all solid lineups. All right, so we're gonna get Claude. We're gonna get Claude in there. Claude has been winning on, like, all around in AI and in real life. So we have both. We have the real Claude and the AI Claude, both winning. Gab was fire. Sleep of Mirrors / Chris, that was fire too. And first submission, new hub member, Sound Mystic, aka Caesar, strong contender. Janelle says, I wish there was a band emoji. Felipe had a strong one too. We can't forget about Felipe. Okay. We're gonna do Dave. Oh man. It starts getting tough. That third and fourth option. Sheesh. There's not enough spaces. Jay Carter was a strong one. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go with these four. That was tough. Because the last two could easily, I had like another four I could have easily tossed in there. All right. Drop some string emojis in the chat. We're about to head over to Michael Connor's lonesome MVP section right now. He's in pre MVP. We're gonna see what he got going on over here. He says, sharing a track from my sister Monique, aka Harmonique. It's been formatted for sync and comes with a sting ending. This comes equipped with a sting ending. Sting ending sold separately. Dose Energy is a fun, upbeat vibes anthem which has been mixed to help showcase the rich vocal talents of a new songwriter to the sync space. The lush and tight harmonies are the match winner in my opinion, supporting a catchy chorus and hook, reminiscent of Brandy's Full Moon album. Such a classic album. We'll be pitching this soon. Hope you enjoy and looking forward to the feedback. Let's go.
I won't lie to you. Even though it's been a while, I just figured we could try to reconnect. It's true, but you got something that I like. Because we kiss, we fight. Even though I know you're strong when you're wrong, indecisive, doubting when you're down. Don't deny it. You can criticize all you like, but I still want you. I love when you say that you miss me. You don't need permission to kiss me. Make me feel alive, grown and sexy. Cause baby, when I'm low, I just need a dose of your energy. Your presence is medicine to me. You save me from myself. I need a little dose of your energy. So won't you come close to me, baby?
I like how he forced the acronym. Honorable mention? Not a bad idea.
Cause I am much wiser than I was then. Talking about the days of way back when it was much easier just to pretend. I didn't really notice you and all the little things you do. I know you didn't have a clue, but I know you were feeling me.
The vocals are vocal.
You're headstrong when you're wrong, indecisive, doubting when you're down. Don't deny it. You can criticize all you like, but I still want without you. I love when you say that you miss me. You don't need permission to kiss me. Make me feel alive, grown and sexy. Cause baby, don't you know I just need a dose of your energy. Your presence is medicine to me. You save me from myself. I need a little dose. A dose of your energy. So won't you come close to me, baby? Show me yours, I'll show you mine. Cause I know you feel it. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, they about to do some damage.
Got me hypnotized, don't wanna let go. Cause I know you feel it.
So they're gonna be a problem. This is a problem. All the love reality shows. What was y'all's mom listening to? Everything, it seems like. All the good stuff, at least. DJ Horn. I was about to start the intro over. Yeah, no, this was dope. Dope vocals, dope writing, catchy melodies, production on point, mix is solid. I think it's sync ready. Shout out to Michael Connor Music and Harmonique, his sister. They did their thing on that one. They're clearly related. Let's go. He said it wasn't anything like this. That's interesting how that works out. Let's go. All right. Well, we got the last MVP, which requires us to drop palm trees because his name is Miguel. And he's always giving us tropical vibes. So drop some palm trees if y'all ready for this Miguel track. I know I've seen it close to, there it is. Cardiac drums on the instrumental, and I'm on the lyrics and vocals and mixing side of things. This is about to be insane. I'm going to warn y'all right now. The last track I heard with these two together was absolutely insane. It was just absolutely insane. So I'm just warning you as I see the palm trees come into the chat. Here we go. I think I dropped the disclaimer. Yeah, I did. Mustn't vote for them, please. That is so hilarious. All right, here we go. Already the mix. You can just hear it.
Nena, veo de dónde vienes. Te sigo pensando y me doy cuenta que no te conviene. No te va muy bien, te veo sufrir, eso no me gusta, no, no. No te lo mereces,
no. I was just talking to Flares the other day. We got some stuff in the works. That 808 is sitting where it needs to sit.
Quiero pa' mí, te quiero ver reír, solo dime que sí. Just give me a chance, no me dejes así. Drowning in my own fantasy, yeah. Yo quiero darte todo lo que tú te mereces. Echa a un lado todo el mal, dime si te parece. Que yo quiero darte todo lo que tú te mereces. No solamente a veces. Quieres quedarte conmigo y te haré sentir.
Remember to unmute.
Te daré lugar.
That was for me, for anybody who's confused. I just got the message too late.
I just wanna give you some love. I want you to forget all the buzz y dile a quién le pertenece ese amor que en ti crece. No me gusta que tú te castigues ni que te lastimes. Quiero que en ti confíes, no te me desanimes. No me gusta que tú te castigues.
Facts.
Ni que te lastimes, quiero que en ti confíes, no te me desanimes. Sentir amor solo
It was like 3 chords.
más amor, yeah. Miguel Sandé, y en la pista, cardiac drums,
It's literally 3 notes. It's a vibe. Told you. I hate when I'm stopped in like, it's like mid chew. Let me finish this gum. What if he forgets to take that out and he pitches it? Why is he telling me to unmute? Oh man. All right. And then he like would have to explain this whole situation we have going on every Friday night. They're probably like, what is happening? All right. All right, y'all. Let's see what this poll is talking about. Just leave it in. Hey, how to stand out. Put random notes at the end of your title when you pitch. Immediate email opening. All right. Where's that window with the poll? Here we go. We got a winner. And that winner is Davey. Dave at 50%. Claude came in at a close second. And then we got Gab and Felipe. Definitely, let's just shout out some honorable mentions in the chat. Jay Carter, Keith, Chris. There was a lot. Even Allison's, like for an idea, that joint was solid. But yeah, those are a few. Dave grabbed a W. Let's go. DJ Horn for Dave. That's it, man. Listen, if you want to learn how to get your music placed in TV and film, join Sync Producer Hub. We can review your music. We can also show you step by step how to get your music in the right hands so that it can get placed in TV and film. The link is in the description. And man, what we got coming up? Oh, don't forget to register for Shades of Sync. You got about a week to get your tickets at the early bird price before it goes up May 1st. Go to shadesofsync.com. It's going to be October 30th and 31st, 2026. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have music supervisors in the building. We're going to have execs from the Sync space in the building. We have publishers and creatives and just delicious snacks. All types of stuff. So, and because you all are Sync Producer Hub members, you're going to get a private invite to a private VIP meet and greet the day before the conference. So don't want to miss that. It was a vibe last year. We really had a good time. We was just like, we need to run that back because we got time to just hang out with our people. So yeah, shadesofsync.com for that. And yeah, y'all keep cooking up, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.